Assalamu alaikum. I am Tasmia Akter from the Department of CSE, Comilla University. My ID is 1250805. Today I am going to give a presentation on function in C programming. For understanding function, we have to know what is function. A function is a block of code that performs a specific task. It helps to divide the program into smaller and manageable parts. This makes the program easier to understand, debug, and reuse. There are two types of function. First one is library function and another is user-defined function. Library functions are those functions which are predefined function in C standard library. For example, printf, scanf, square root, etc. For using library function, we just need to include the proper header file. User-defined functions are created by the programmer. Programmer can use them for their needs. There are three parts in a function structure. First one is function declaration. Function declaration tells the compiler about the function name, return type, and parameters. Second one is function definition. Function definition is the most important part of function structure because it contains the actual code of the function. Function call. This is where the function is executed. Function parameters. There are two types of function parameters. First one is formal parameters and another is actual parameters. Formal parameters are those parameters that are declared in function definition. Actual parameters values passed when calling the function. Function recursion. Function recursion is the most interesting part of function. A function calling itself is called function recursion. For example, we see in the function factorial that it has called its own self. It is a perfect example of function recursion. Function scope and lifetime. There are three types of variable in function. First one is local variable. Local variables are declared inside a function used only within it. Global variables. Global variables are declared outside any function but accessible by all functions. Static variables. Static variables are preserved their value between function calls. Last of all, we have to know the uses of function. Modularity. Functions break the program into smaller sections so that the programmers can solve the problem very easily. Reusability. User can use function multiple times. User do not need to write the same thing again and again. Easy maintenance. Errors are easier to find and fix. Readability. Makes the code clean and organized. Thank you for listening me.